Hari Bol and Hari Krishna to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astral Motivation. Today we're going to be talking about the powerful, incredible super full moon that will be happening on November 5th, 2025. And I am so excited to be here to tell you all about it because this is going to be a very transformational full moon. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Astral Motivation. My name is Vinodini Dasi. I am a Vedic astrologer, author, and practitioner of the ancient Vedic arts. So if you are into Vedic astrology, self-development, and ancient knowledge, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's see what this incredible full moon of November 2025 has in store for all of us.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri.
And I just want to take this moment to give a beautiful shout out to all my exclusive members. Thank you guys for being the Patreons of this channel. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here bringing so much free content. And I love to pamper my exclusive members with a Vedic 101 astrological course, also exclusive videos for full moons and new moon rituals, as well as the ability to get a personal forecast by me on a monthly basis for your horoscope. So definitely check it out in the description here below if you would like to become a member. Alrighty guys, let's talk about full moon vibes because this month of November is coming with a bang, and this is when everything starts shifting. I highly suggest that you go check out my horoscope for the month because this is going to be a very transformative, intense, and powerful month. So with this full moon, we begin it, of course. And this full moons are a time of closure, a time of culmination, a time of concluding, and a time to really look back at all the endeavors that we have put and the results that we've been getting out of the endeavors that we have been putting in our lives. And of course, this is going to be different for each individual sign. According to your sign, we will see what are the endeavors that you've been working on for the past 6 months. But full moons are a time to really culminate the energies. This is a time to truly see what is the outcome of things. How are things coming through? Is this how you want things to keep continuing, or is it not how you want things to keep continuing? This is the moment to be grateful for how far you have come, how much you've evolved, how much you developed. And I know that sometimes transformations and purifications are not easy. There are always tough. People think that a transformative and spiritual path is full of rainbows and butterflies. No, it's a very, very difficult path. It's a path that feels like you're burning because it's purifying karmas of the past. And so regardless of how your ego feels at this moment, if it's feeling good or bad, I want to tell you, you are doing amazing. You are doing great. And even if we can't see the results now, or if you can see the results now, we must be grateful. Grateful for the mercy. Because if we can actually start seeing that everything that we get in life is mercy, whether it's good or bad, then we will start understanding that this is a soul journey and not a body journey. And so I'm here to tell you, my beautiful lotuses, you guys are doing amazing. You are blooming, and blooming takes time, and blooming takes months of transformation. So be kind to yourselves during this full moon. Be graceful to yourselves during this full moon. Love yourselves. Give yourselves that comfort and love because wherever you are in the journey, whether if it's good or bad, you are advancing. Advancing at your own pace, moving forward towards a more authentic you. And that's all that matters. So know this. And now for this full moon will be happening in the sign of Aries, which is going to be a very powerful, super full moon, which means that this is the culmination of 6 months of hard work in the sector of Aries in our charts. And Aries deals with the energies of initiation, of independence, of autonomy, of the self. This is a time to really look at our identity, ourself, and our reputation. How are we doing in this path? Yes, we can always become a better version of ourselves, but we don't have to shame ourselves in order to get there. We can recognize all aspects of our psyche, from the persona that we put out into the world, who is not who we are, to the shadow self, the parts of ourselves that we are shamed of, or we keep in secret, or we don't like very much, or those parts of ourselves that we try to push down and not see. That is still our imperfect self. And that part of ourselves that deals with the purity of our soul, the witness of our life. And so I encourage you for this full moon and for this whole week to do the practice of observing yourself. Because this whole full moon in Aries is about the self. Who you are, how you behave, who you think you are, who you are. And this is a very, very complex question. And however we answer this could definitely define our whole life. If we decide to identify ourselves because of our image, which changes all the time, this could be detrimental. If we decide to identify ourselves with our thoughts, which constantly change, we can't believe everything that our mind says about us, because it could be very false and an illusion. Or if we decide to set our identity in something eternal, like our soul, that witness that is always looking at us. But doing this practice of seeing how we're behaving, like looking at ourselves from a third point perspective, as if like somebody is witnessing you, we can start actually seeing our tics, our quirks, how is it that we are, our face features, our attitudes, like what are we giving off? Because when we are so in our own selfish identity and perception, it is very difficult to see ourselves. This is the reason why it's so much easier for you to see what's wrong with others than to see what's with yourself. So let's do the practice of witnessing ourselves at every moment, as if somebody's recording you at every moment. And in this way, we can actually start becoming very sincere with the authenticity that we're showing up with. And we can switch or change or question, why do I behave in those ways? Is that how I want to come off? Is that the person that I truly want to be? And this will be a wonderful thing to do to honor this full moon in Aries. Of course, this is also the full moon that is closing the Kartik month. So if you would like to have any rituals for this Kartik month, then I highly suggest that, of course, you chant the Maha Mantra, which is the most important: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And if you would like to do more rituals, then I highly suggest that you check out the Align 27 app. You can find a link in my description here below to download it so that you can get the freebies for the rituals for this powerful Kartik full month. Alrighty, now let's go into I actually want to talk about the nakshatra first, because this nakshatra is powerful. This full moon is happening in the nakshatra of Bharani. Bharani is the second nakshatra, and it runs from Aries 13 degrees to 26 degrees of Aries. This is the heart of the Aries energy, and this is a fierce, severe, and very intense nakshatra where the deity is Lord Yam. And Yam is He's the god of the underworld who is taking care of our karmas lifetime after lifetime. A lot of people may fear Yamaraj, but Yamaraj is actually a very important devotee of the Lord and very righteous, because he's the judge of the souls. He is the one that judges according to your karmas and what you have made out of the karmas and the impressions that you made in your lifetime. He is the one that decides in which body you're going to come in next. And this is the reason why Bharani is such an intense nakshatra, because it is also represented by the powerful energy of the yoni. And the yoni is a very transcendental portal. The yoni is where all life comes from. Everybody in this world was born out of a yoni. All of them. And so this is the portal of death and rebirth. And so it is very intense. And just like a pregnant woman has to restrain herself so that she can maintain the life of her baby impeccably, restrain herself from smoking, from drinking, from eating bad things, restraining herself from doing a lot of work, restraining herself from picking up things. So Bharani is the one that teaches us that in our lives, if we want to give birth or have a rebirth in our lives, we must restrain ourselves. We're not going to see a transformation by not restraining ourselves. And finding the restraining from vices, the restraining from immaturities, the restraining for habits that we know that are not serving us anymore. And yes, it could be our comfort zone. And yes, it could be the part of us that we just want to stay in there. But Bharani is saying, do you prefer to be reborn into a better version of yourself? And if you really want that, then it requires strain and it is not comfortable. Giving birth is not a comfortable thing. Giving birth can have a lot of pain in it. And it is the restriction and the tension and how the baby has to come out through this intense pressure. So Bharani is the one that is the representative of that pressure. A new life is like you're literally giving birth. You feel the pressure of life. You feel how life is saying, I'm sorry, but you can't go back. This is now the time to birth into your new self. And we can really be wanting to become that successful person, have that successful relationship, become that best version of yourself. But it's not going to be an easy thing. It's going to feel the pressure. Diamonds are made under pressure. And so this pressure is not to discourage you. This pressure is what is necessary for the qualification of the next step. And this pressure may come from restriction, from something that is forcing you to change because you can no longer stay in the same situation. There's a rebirth here and there's a rebirth here. And there's nothing we can do to escape this. So there's this powerful energy of the start of restraint. This is what Bharani is teaching us, is by restraining yourself, by allowing this pressure to purify you, you will have the power to be renewed once again. This is an intense ego death, while at the same time, a very powerful rebirth that is happening here. So fertility is very strong. This is the start of the one who bears this new energy. So very, very powerful energy of Bharani. And what is interesting about Bharani is that Bharani is in the sign of Aries, which is ruled by Mars, but it is also ruled by Venus. So this is a combination of Aries, of Mars and Venus energy that makes it really powerful. And we also get to talk a lot about the sexes. Mars as the male energy and Venus as the female energy. How do these two sexes come into harmony with each other? The balance of these two within ourselves, within our relationships, and everywhere else is what brings harmony. And we cannot escape the divine masculine and the divine feminine. No matter how innovative we want to get, we cannot escape it. Even in the same sex relationships, there's always one person who's more masculine and one person who's more feminine. It is something that we as human beings cannot escape. So let's go a little bit deeper into the energies of these transits and look at the chart so that we can understand this powerful full moon. Alrighty guys, so this is the chart for this full moon. And what makes this full moon so powerful, and as I was talking about this Mars and Venus energy, this balance of the sexes, the balance of the divine feminine, the divine masculine becomes even more of an intense thing because we have Sun in the sign of Libra. And Libra is all about relationships. And Libra is all about bringing the balance between these two opposites that it could be very different, but they're the perfect complementary of each other. We are not complete independent. There is this humility that binds human beings that we need each other. And not in a codependent way, but in a way that this is how nature wants it. Just like nature needs water, needs fire, needs earth. The same thing nature needs the divine feminine to be balanced and the divine masculine to be balanced, so that there could be harmony in relationships, so that there could be inner harmony within ourselves. And when there is inner harmony in our relationships and in ourselves, we find inner harmony in our communities, and then our countries, and then the world. But this is the laws of nature. We can't reinvent the wheel here just because we think that we're in the 2025 and that, we're more advanced than the past. We really are not. Reinventing the gender roles and reinventing what is divine feminine, divine masculine can cause mayhem in the world. I don't know if you guys recently saw that there was this viral Vogue article on like having a boyfriend now is an embarrassing thing. I want you guys to really think about that. It's like, how come in the 2025 century, when there is the most advanced and open-minded and humanitarian advancements, now relationships are collapsing? What is happening here? And so this is a moon that is going to really emphasize this. It's going to bring it to the surface with the energies of the Sun and Venus, both in Libra, saying the time has come to bring harmony between the opposites. And it begins with the opposites of the feminine and the masculine. And that is what Bharani is explaining. And Bharani is a very, very dutiful nakshatra. The Bharani is the energy of the judges. You can fake it in front of a judge. The judge can see right through you, and the judge will make you take your responsibilities, your duties. We all have duties. If we want to have rights, if we want to have the right for whatever, then we must first take responsibility. Nobody here is born and declares to have rights without ever being responsible or taking their duty seriously. And now, yes, it's annoying that we have to take responsibilities and that's just what is pwned upon us, but that's the karma of being a human being. So this is a time where life is saying we need to come back to balancing these two energies. And it's going to take restricting, and it's going to take transformation, and it's going to take rebirth, and it's going to take uncomfortability, and it's going to take, swallowing the pill and doing what is right. Doing what is right. What is your duty as a woman? What is your duty as a man? And as we take these responsibilities, timeless responsibilities, it's not that it only happened to us. Every single generation, the grandfathers of our grandfathers, the grandmothers of our great-grandmothers, they all had to do this because that is just the duty and the cross that every single human being has to bear. And it's not unjust. It's the laws of nature. The more we fight against it, the unhappier we're going to be. And the more we surrender to what is our duties, then the easier our life will become. This is how we find harmony again. So life is trying to bring us into emotional understanding, emotional responsibility, emotional contentment, letting go of the passions, letting go of, but I want to do this, but I want to do this, but it's not fair. Like these attitudes, these selfish attitudes, these egocentric attitudes, these prideful attitudes, K2 is saying, no, it's not going to work. We're going to have to detach. Detach and do what's right. Don't take it personal. It's nothing against you. It's just what is. And taking that detachment will help us to move forward in our lives. And as well as having Mars and Mercury. Mercury is about to retrograde, guys. And I'm pretty sure you guys are already feeling the intense Mercury retrograde that we're about to have. It's the last Mercury retrograde of this year. And it's definitely coming with a bang. So it's already in the 8th house of transformation saying, yeah, this needs to change to the core of our psyche. What are you afraid of? Why is it so scary to take the duties and the responsibilities that we must in our relationships, in ourselves. The time has come to transform. The time has come for us to let go of the immaturities. We can't be in Peter Pan syndrome for the rest of our lives. The soul wants to grow. Our future is to be adults. Our future is to be in maturity. To grow emotionally mature. To take on the sacrifices that we need to take because it is the duty that we must do. And this is how we regain honor of the human being. And honor is a great thing. So Mars and Mercury here are helping us to transform this psyche that is so, no, but I don't want to. But why me? Like, we're ready for this initiation. It is because we want to become better versions of ourselves. We want to go towards growing up, not staying in a plateau of childishness forever. The idea is to evolve. We can't go against evolution. So here life is saying, I will help you to fight those inner fears, resistance, traumas. But you need to allow yourself to go through this transformation, accept it humbly, that this is what is coming up next. And as we allow for this to happen, we will become better versions of ourselves that we can be honorable and proud of. And so there's massive transformation in the psyche going on. And a relationship can be the number one thing that is accelerating this evolution. A relationship is the thing that is truly accelerating this evolution of the identity of the self. We also have the energy of this Jupiter against Pluto. So it's an empowerment. Pluto saying you will become powerful taking on the duties that you came here to take. Being the big boy and the big girl that we came to be. Jupiter is like, I got you emotionally. You do what is right. You do what is the wisdom of life, following the word of God, and you will get very good results. Time has come to let go. Saturn here in the Pisces is like, time has come to let go. Let go of the old tendencies, let go of the old stories, let go of the fears, let go of the childishness, let go of the immaturities, let go of the vices, let go of those things that keep us in our comfort zones, small and little, that impedes us from truly becoming the best version of ourselves. I want to tell you guys a really quick story that my Gurudev was explaining the other day. He was saying, there was this once a guy who had an eagle, and he was trying to make this eagle fly, but the eagle wouldn't fly. And so he went to this one teacher, and the teacher's like, no, I can't make your eagle fly. And he was about to give up on the eagle flying. He thought that there was something, but the eagle was totally fine. The eagle was perfect. He didn't have a broken wing or nothing. But he finally came to this one teacher, and the teacher, the first thing that he did is like, oh, you want your eagle to fly? He's like, yes, I'll do anything for my eagle to fly. Then the number one thing you have to do is cut away all the branches that he chosen. And that's what he did. He cut away all the branches that the eagle will just sat on, and then he started to fly. So what does this mean? That if we stay in our comfort zones, we will never get to fly. And we will live a life of frustration because our soul will always tell us, you can fly. Wouldn't you want to fly? Spread your wings and fly? But we're so comfortable sitting on that little branch that we stay there and time passes by. So sometimes life has to literally take away the comfort, take away the branch, so that finally you get to fly. And this is why I say that it's mercy. All the uncomfortableness that is happening is truly mercy. So let's go now deeper into, but before we get into this, I do want to talk about the nakshatra. Venus is in the energies of the 7th house in Libra, very powerful. It really wants us to get this relationship situation right. It wants us to have healthy relationships. And healthy relationships doesn't mean that people that never fight. Healthy relationships are a relationship where two people understand what is their duties individually and within the relationship. And they work together as a team to create a stable home that they can both share. And so Venus here is trying to bring that energy for all of us, the maturity in our relationships, while Mars is transforming us to the core, helping us to fight these lower tendencies of ourselves. Alrighty, guys, now let's get into the horoscopes. And the best way to utilize these horoscopes is definitely check your moon sign and your ascendant sign. And if you feel like checking any other sign, please be my guest. Always make sure that you are following your own intuition when it comes to astrology, because you can definitely have some messages that come from other placements. Welcome to your horoscope, my beautiful Aries, for this upcoming full moon. And this is a very important full moon because it is your full moon, my beautiful Aries. This is the moon that is completing a cycle in your life. You have been working very hard, especially when it comes to your personal identity. So this is the thing that I was mentioning at the beginning of the video. Please go check out the how to use these horoscopes so that you understand how to use these horoscopes. But at the beginning of the video, I was talking about how this is definitely an incredible week for you to be witnessing yourself. Try to see yourself from a third point perspective always, at every moment, so that you can start really picturing how it is that you come across, how it is that you speak, how it is that you express, how it is that you give energy out, okay? Because this is going to be a really, really important thing for you. You are transforming in incredible ways. And wherever it is that you are at this point, give yourself a big, big, big pat in the back. You are doing amazing, Aries. I know that we're not exactly where we want to be yet, but that doesn't mean that you have not been evolving, growing, maturing, transforming. And so this is the full moon to truly give yourself that credit. Take care of your body. And this could be a wonderful time for you to start envisioning the new, more incredible, upgraded version of yourself. What is the next upgrade of yourself? And let it not just be money and success. Let's think values. Let's think character. What are your values? Do your values make you honorable? Do you follow your values? Do you show up? Do you sacrifice for your values? This is what creates character in a person. That they have a strong moral code, that they have a strong value code. And this is a wonderful time for you to truly look at this. Are you truly, truly living by your morals and values? Because the more you do live by your morals and values, the more honorable you will be. And the more you will be that perfect example where people can look up to. And the more you will bloom into an incredible version of yourself. This is a time where we also could be completing a cycle in relationships, a time to maybe transform the relationships into a new way of being, into a new way of doing it. This is also a great time to think of your body, your image, your looks, your style, the sense, like what do you want people to truly feel after they hung out with Aries? So Aries, this is an incredible time to truly ask yourself, am I being genuine and authentic to the fullest? And if there is parts of me that I don't like, if there's shortcomings, which we all have, we are all imperfect, how can you integrate your shadow? Accept your shadow. Accept that there is weaknesses and strengths within you. And to integrate this instead of repressing it, so that we can become more human and more authentic in our dealings. Very powerful energies, my beautiful Aries. You are definitely in a time of massive transformation. This is a moment to truly, truly do like a vision board as well. to a vision board to kind of see the new version of who you are and what you want to create. I'm going to give you this card. Family. And I think this is so powerful, my beautiful Aries, because it's like Jupiter in your fourth house is saying, let your family inspire you. Let your family inspire you. As a woman, yes, I want to become this mother. I want to go into be having a beautiful home. I want to create a safe space for my family. Let that be an inspiration. And as a man, I want to become this provider and this protector of this beautiful family. I want to sacrifice for my family. There is no more honorable thing to do than sacrificing for your family. This is the reason why soldiers get medals when they sacrifice for the home country, for the motherland. But now if we see it in the unit of family, we can let our family members become the inspiration to become the best versions of ourselves. They deserve it. Your children deserve it. Your future children deserve it. And if you really don't want to have children, then ask yourself why. Why? And how are you going to create family? Because family unit with Jupiter in the fourth house is telling you this is where true happiness comes from. And astrology even says it. The house of happiness is the house of the home and family. It's not the 10th house of career. This is a lie. A lie that they told us that the happiness lies when you become successful. No. The happiness lies in the family unit. And also the miserableness also comes from not having a stable home life. So it's worth it. Let's look more into your chart here. What else? What are some other messages for my beautiful Aries when it comes to this full moon in Aries? Ask for your needs to be met. Ask God for the strength. Even if maybe you're scared, oh, that's a big initiation. Yes, it's a big initiation. Going into being parents and stepping into family, it's a big initiation. Changing ourselves for becoming better, it's a big initiation. So you can always ask God. You can always ask for strength, for courage, for determination. And you will be helped. You will be loved. Also ask in any other way. If you need to ask your family, if you need to ask people around you, ask and you will get the answers that you're seeking. And last but not least, acceptance. I know I may be rubbing a lot of people off right now where they're just like, no, but we have to accept. Acceptance will liberate us. Denial will keep us buried into the Peter Pan syndrome. Acceptance. Acceptance of this is the path, this is my path, this is my duty, that is their duty. Acceptance of this. And it will relax our egos. And there is something good that comes out of it. Believe me, no sacrifice is in vain. All sacrifices will bring something beautiful in our lives. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages. I hope that they helped you. Love you guys so much. Come and do a ritual with me in the exclusive members only. Become an exclusive member today in the description here below. And also remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Use the promo code in the description here below to book a one-on-one session with me at a discounted price. Alrighty, Aries, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Tauruses. Welcome, Taurus, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon in Aries. And for you, wow, it's a spiritual full moon. I mean, I think there is some incredible things that are going to happen for you this month. And please go check out at the beginning of the month how to use these horoscopes so that you know how to use them. For the moon, for the ascendant, go check it out at the beginning. So with the energies of this full moon, it is happening in your 12th house of subconscious, of spirituality, and what is hidden from us. And this is a powerful one for you, Taurus, because it's like something that has been buried, something that has been repressed, something that has been actually lingering in your subconscious for quite some time is finally going to come out to the surface. And this could shake things up a little bit. This could give you a big emotional wake-up call. This could be a little bit like, whoa, this has just given me a 180 degree. And I don't want you to be scared, my beautiful Taurus. Don't be scared. This is mercy. It's beautiful mercy that is revealing to you more truth of who you are, more truth of yourself. Yes, it could be shocking for the nervous system, but this too shall pass. And learn to take it in a way where it's like, wow, I'm finally seeing what I wasn't seeing before. And these messages can come from counseling, can come from a reading with me, can come from a dream, can come from like a channel, can come from when you're just in silence, when you're just meditating, boom, it just comes to you. Whoa, I never saw that there before. This has been lingering there. This has been a desire that I always wanted, that I never let myself have it. This has been something that I was thinking that I was pleased with, but I'm really not. It's like more genuine truth is coming here. And it could bring an ending with it, where like the end of an era happens, or an ending finally happens. But this is all for healing and purification. This is all so that you can become a more authentic version of yourself, my beautiful Taurus. So this is a time to truly, truly take into account these things. And please rest. During this week, take your time, listen to your body, rest. Do lots of meditation, do lots of chanting, lots of journaling, lots of somatic work, because it's just, you're going to be purging so much, and it's for your benefit. Sometimes we adopt things thinking that that's who we are, or the right person that we should be, and it's robbing us from our authenticity. Sometimes in order to fit in, we abandon ourselves. But when you are authentic to who you are, truly, you truly belong everywhere. And this is a remembrance that God loves you. This is this remembrance that God adores you. And that is the most important person. And the most important person loves you. We need to feel this divine love that no other human being can give it to us, except Guru, but nobody else can give it to us. So this is a time of massive transformation. I want you to be gentle with yourself, kind with yourself. In this process of immense transformation, you are birthing a new you, Taurus. And it's hard for you. Changes are difficult for you. But you're going to be okay. And remember that as we become more authentic, a foundation in our life will become more legit and more stable. Now let's look a little bit deeper into these messages. Like many things of repressed emotions, repressed traumas, things that are stuck in our somatic bodies, like even doing some cleansing, like focusing on healing your body, focusing on cleansing your body, detoxifying your body could be really, really good to help you in this process of detoxification from emotions, traumas, and your subconscious. Let's see, what else do we have here for my beautiful Tauruses for this upcoming full moon in Aries for Taurus? Rest and sleep, exactly as I was mentioning. You're going to need extra amounts of rest, extra amounts of sleep. So listen to your body. It's okay. If you really feel like you just want to take a nap, do it. But your body needs this extra sleep and relaxation so that we can go through this transformation. Surrender procrastination. This is also going to show you what it is that you've been procrastinating. And it's going to come up to the surface. What is it that you've been postponing? What is it that you've been procrastinating? What is it that you've been like not wanting to do? What is that? And surrender fear. I know it's going to shake up some fear for you. But again, we cannot believe all the thoughts that come up in our minds. Detach yourself. Look at yourself from a third point perspective. View yourself. Get out of your own head and just witness yourself so that we can understand that these stories that we're telling ourselves are not the truth. They're make-up illusions that bring more fear into ourselves. And I want you to start repeating, all is well in my world. Okay, focus on solutions and every baby step forward. Take it day by day, my beautiful Taurus. Alrighty, Taurus, those were your messages. Come and join us to do a full moon ritual with us in the members only. In the description here below, you can join us. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Use the promo code in the description here below to get a discounted one-on-one session with me. Book it today. Alrighty, my beautiful Tauruses, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Geminis. Welcome, Gemmies, for your horoscope for this full moon. So first and foremost, your full moon is happening in the 11th house of friendships, associations, dreams, and big gains. So this is where you can become your most individualized self. And here is showing us that we are ready to rebirth a new version of your social limelight. You are ready for new associations. You are ready for new dreams. And before we get into the new dreams and the new associations, I do want you to take a moment, take a step back, and really see how far you've come. Be grateful for the associations you've had so far. Be grateful for the friendships that you've had so far. And be grateful for the dreams that have come true so far. And now we are stepping into a new version of ourselves that has a higher association. You attract better associations in your life, better friendships, better networks of people. And yes, I'm talking about better for yourself. Not everybody is a good friend. And it's nothing against human beings. It's just that we become who you hang out with the most. So get surrounded by people that you admire. And if you have been blocked socially, where you haven't really gotten out of your comfort zone, then this is the time to break that cycle of antisocialism, antisocialness. Time has come for you to open up, because it is in your friendships and associations that you really get to show them who individually you are. And people love to be your friend, Gemini. So let's step into this energy. Time to have a rebirth in friendships, have a rebirth in your dreams and associations, and have a rebirth in your communities that you are being part of. This is a wonderful time for a new cycle to happen in your life, and that you are more authentic in your friendships, that you feel more like like everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody wants to come and make relations with me. I'm ready for new collaborations. To open yourself up to this new world is going to be something fantastic, my beautiful Gemini. So let's look a little bit deeper into these things. Now, this full moon can also bring the ending of other friendships, of other relationships. So it's okay. Don't feel bad about this. Maybe some friendships, we outgrow them, and that's all right. And this could be a great time for you to be intentional of what is the groups and associations that you truly want to go into. What are some messages here for my beautiful Geminis for this full moon in Aries? Time to go. Time to take action. Time to start making friendships, associations, go network, let yourself be seen. Time to get out of hermit mode. It's the time to go and take action in all of these things, okay? It's an action-oriented energy for you. And it's like, what is keeping you away from not taking action? This is the time to purify that. We also have listen. Listen to others. Listen to people. Learn from them. Get curious about them. This is going to be really, really good. And people are going to love hanging out with you, my beautiful Aries. Listen to your heart if it's telling you, we're just wasting our time here with these people. Or these are the people that we should go and talk to. We need to listen to that part of ourselves. And Cupid, there's still love as well. Your love right now is popping. So romanticize your life. Romanticize your image. Romanticize, your friendships. I have amazing friends that I look up to. I have a beautiful life. I have a beautiful partner. Like, romanticize your life. Look good. Present yourself. Yes, it's going to be a great party. Yes, it's going to be a great gathering. Visualize yourself enjoying it, having fun, meeting others, being lighthearted, smiling. No more of this awkwardness. romanticize yourself being your most authentic you and just being a magnet for incredible people to want to be with you. That is the energies. Have fun. Enjoy it. Making friendships and connections are a fun thing and light thing. It doesn't have to be this high stakes situation. It could be relaxing and fun and entertaining and joyful. This is where life wants to take you, my beautiful Gemini, especially if you've been feeling like things have been a little bit dull lately. Okay, friendships are going to be something really good for you this upcoming full moon. So those were your messages, my beautiful Aries. I hope that they help. Love you guys. Gemini. Those are your messages, my beautiful Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right here in the description here below. You will be able to book a one-on-one session with me at a discounted price. Also, I highly suggest for my beautiful Geminis that if you are an investor, this could be the time to close those bags. This could be the time to close those bags, since this full moon is saying, hey, we've come full circle with gains. So time to close those bags and time to take your investments. And also, if you would like to do a ritual with us, my beautiful Gemini, then definitely come and join us in the exclusive members, where we're going to be having a ritual for this powerful full moon. Alrighty, Gemini, if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon. And you are definitely going to be feeling this full moon because the moon is your original planet, original luminary that rules you. So here, please go to the beginning of the video so you can find out how to utilize these horoscopes in the correct ways. There's a tab on the bottom to find out how to do it. Alrighty, so my beautiful Cancer, with this full moon in the energies of your work sector, career sector, we're coming full circle and completing a cycle in your career, in your work, in your profession. Now, this is going to be different for everybody. If some of my Cancers are ready to have a new job, then you could really be feeling this energies of like, okay, we're completing the cycle of work. We're completing the cycle of efforts on this job. So some of you guys may end a job if you no longer like it. Some of you guys may begin your new independent business. Some of you guys may be also seeing some results or goals that you've achieved in your career or business. And this is also completing like the satisfaction that you may have with your job. Maybe some of you guys are ready for a new level, more work, more challenge, or a new cycle of your business. But here life is saying the time has come to rebirth a new career. And I'm not talking about new career fully, but just like a new level. And so this, for some of you guys, it could be a new career, but at least a new level of status. That I know that you're like, I want this, I want this, I want this. I really do want to have a new level of status. Well, guess what? You're going to go through birth pains, labor pains. This is the nakshatra of Bharani. So we may have to restrict ourselves. We may have to do some sacrifices, extra amounts of hours at work, extra amounts of work, showing up more, getting out of our comfort zones so that they can be like, whoa, Cancer is really giving it its all. Cancer is really showing up. Cancer is really taking, the initiative here. That is how you are seen at work, Cancer. It's not going to be because, I've been relaxing here and hopefully this year they'll give me. No, you have to take it. Your energies of the house of career is Aries. And Aries is not a person who waits around to have his turn. And Aries is the one that just takes it. And so this is the same way for your career, Cancer. You want a better position? Then take it, ask for it, claim it. I am the best person for this position. If you are ready to open up your own business because you're tired of working for somebody else, then this is the moment to do it. You are ready for a higher payment, you are ready for a new job, then all of these things may require for you to get out of your comfort zone and try something completely new, like go and knock on doors, shake some hands, give some resumes. And I'm not just talking about in the comfort of your own home sending some emails. No. Go and knock on the doors. Go and ask for the job. People want to see those things. People want to see that initiative. And so this is the moment, my beautiful Cancer, that if you really want to take it to the next level in career, you may have to really step out of this comfort zone and like really take a risk. Take a risk on yourself. Take a risk in maybe getting a no. And then eventually you're going to get a yes. So just like that story that I said at the beginning of the video of the eagle, it's the same thing here. If you really want your career to start excelling to a new level, it takes this sacrifice. Now let's look a little bit deeper into your messages here for this upcoming full moon. What do we have for my beautiful Cancers for this full moon in Aries? For Cancer, full moon in Aries, Cancer, full moon in Aries. And we have visualize abundance in all its forms. This is what we must be doing as you take those risks. You take the risk and you visualize yourself succeeding, winning. And even if you get a no, you're not going to quit. You're not going to just give up. Because you have that vision, you uphold that vision of, yes, I'm going to make it. Something must come out of it if you keep giving energy to it. It's never in vain. Bountiful nature. Being close to nature, walking in nature is going to help you. And also gardening, understanding like how a plant grows, like planting a seed during this full moon so that you can see like, oh, okay, it takes time. It requires for me to take care of this plant. It requires for me, like, this is psychologically what we need to understand, because with our modern life, how everything is immediate, how everything is instantaneously, our psychology believes that we're supposed to be instantaneously successful. And if we're not, then there's something wrong with us. And that's not how success is. Everybody's chasing the viral, easy come, easy go energy. And everybody's moving away from the fact that no, what's worth making is worth taking its time for. And so, yes, determination, yes, slow growth, and then eventually you will get to that success. So seeing yourself as like this plant that is growing, your dreams are also growing like a plant, and we must take care of them. Getting closer to nature will help you with this. And the power of prayer. If you are starting to feel weak, if you feel scared, if you feel like, oh my gosh, can I really do this? Oh my gosh, what if I go and I knock on that door and I get a no? Or they make fun of me? Or like I waste my time? Pray. Pray to God. Pray to God and have faith. Have faith that if you are stepping out of your comfort zone, taking a risk, eventually something's going to come out of it. It's not all going to be in vain. A sacrifice will always show some fruits. So stay strong in faith, stay strong being close to God. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancer, those were your messages for this upcoming full moon. Please join us in the exclusive members where we're going to be doing a ritual for harnessing the energies of this full moon. You can join us in the description here below. And also remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Book a consultation with me with the promo code for a discounted price on a one session with me. Alrighty, Cancer, those were your messages. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon. And please go check out at the beginning of the video to see how to utilize these horoscopes. Alrighty, so for you, the full moon is happening in the 9th house of beliefs, faith, dharma, gurus, teachers. This is such an important nakshatra. Like this is like the holy house. So back in the day, our ancestors understood that responsibility was something that we are all born with, and our dharma, our duties, is something that we are all born with, and that we all have to grow into, ascend into. And that as we take this dharma, and as we represent this dharma that we came here to do, This will give us honor. And especially you, my beautiful Leo, who is a leader, who is the lion of the jungle. What is a lion without honor? Absolutely. To be the king. The king is the one that has the most responsibility. The king is the one that you can't, ignore the populace. You can't be lazy. Like, you not only have to take care of your family, but you have to take care of all the subjects of your country. This is big. And so this is an analogy, because this is what you're going through at this time. Life is really trying to get you to step into your dharma. Are you really fulfilling your duties? Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, it's better for you to fulfill your duty wrong than trying to do somebody else's duty. And so what are your individual duties as a woman, as a man, as a wife, as a husband, as a girlfriend, as a boyfriend? What is your individual duty in the family unit, in your family? And are you truly in alignment with what God has actually sent you in this life to do? Sometimes our ego wants us, but my ego wants to be famous, but my ego wants to be famous. And it's like, well, not everybody can be famous. Like, what is really your duty, your speciality? Leo, nobody can do it like you do. There's a bunch of other people, but you doing you as best as possible is the greatest gift you can give to the world. And so here, life is trying to get you back into your dharma. What is your dharma? What you came here to do? What is your calling? Your divine calling? And it may require for you to take sacrifices by going back to school. It may require you by taking sacrifices by stepping up and being the role model, being the leader, being the teacher, or maybe finding the counsel of a wise person that you look up to that can teach you how to step into this role. So this is a self-development full moon for you that is really requiring for you to step into a better version of yourself. And yes, you can always be better. And I'm not talking about that you're not good enough now. I'm talking about that life is cyclical and it's always evolving up. Even if we find ourselves, but I'm comfortable here, I don't necessarily have to go further. Life will push you further. And so connecting with the divine, connecting with God, connecting with your religion, connecting with your philosophy, connecting with your principles, connecting with your values, this is what gives honor to a person and gives strong character. If we don't know how to do this, then let's look up at the wise people who can teach us these things. Wise people that have the results that you want, the type of relationships that you admire, the type of jobs and successes that you admire, and to learn from them. Be humble enough to be like, you know what? I don't know. Can I learn from you? Can you teach me? And if you already are in the age that you know, then teach others. Be an example that is not hypocrite, but that is actually fully what they say they are, is what they act like, and that's how they show up. This could also be completing a journey in your self-development and completing also a cycle for some of you guys in school. You may be graduating. Congratulations to you guys, really stepping into your dharma here. And also completing a cycle with your teachers. So very, very powerful energies for you, my beautiful Leo. Let's see, what do we have here for my beautiful Leos when it comes to the energies of this full moon? An opportunity to forgive. So forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive God, forgive the teachers, forgive everybody. Our egos are so delicate, they can be, our egos can be offended by anything and anybody. So instead of holding on to those pains and hurts, just forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive the world. Forgive others. Forgive those that have done you wrong. Because if we look deeper, we may just find that, whoa, if that person didn't do that thing to me, that uncomfortable thing to me, I would have never stepped out of this comfort zone. I would have never made a change. So the moment that we see our enemies as great masters, this is when wisdom is really coming in. Go for it. Take action. You could be inspired right now to take action in something that is a calling to you, that you always wanted to do. If it's going and traveling, if it's finding that teacher, if it's going to that seminar, going to that self-development thing, getting that coach, getting that teacher, becoming a coach, like stepping into your divine calling. This is the moment to go for it. And stay heart-centered, baby. And this is the way we can see that it's not that life is against us or it's working against us or why is it so hard or why is God so mean to me. No. If we stay in the heart, we understand like, oh, this is the medicine. Even though it's bitter, it's like the medicine that is going to help me. Kind of like the story that I say at the beginning of the video with the eagle. It's not until the eagle has no branches to just chill on that the eagle finally starts to fly. And the eagle can be pissed, can be like, where's my branch? But now finally the eagle gets to fly. So stay in your heart, do things from your heart, pray a lot so that you can stay in your heart and understand it from the heart center perspective. Alrighty, my beautiful Leos, those were your messages. I really hope you like them. And we're going to be doing a full moon ritual. So please join us in the exclusive members only in the description here below. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo. Use the promo code in the description here below to get a discounted one-on-one session with me where we go deep into your chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like, my beautiful Leo. Alrighty, Leo, if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Virgos. Welcome, Virgo, to your horoscope for this powerful new full moon. And for you, this full moon is happening in a very important sector. This is the full moon of your 8th house. Oh man, get ready, because this is waking up. And I will say to you, Virgo, your biggest fears. Yes, I'm sorry to say it, and it's not to scare you, but this is where we hide our shadow. And baby, I knowing how perfectionist my Virgos are, the shadow of a perfectionist can be the darkest and the strongest, because we want to show up in the world as if we are perfect, as if we have it all figured out, and repress all those lower parts of ourselves, all those imperfections of ourselves, all those shortcomings in ourselves. And this just starts creating a denser, thicker shadow. So, if you don't want to suffer, my best advice is surrender and be vulnerable. Look at yourself in the mirror and truly accept that you're not perfect and that doesn't make you unworthy. It just makes you human. I really suggest for you, Virgo, to write down a list of all your shortcomings, and not like a self-loathing thing, but like an honest thing. Like honesty with yourself. Yes, I judge a lot. Yes, I criticize a lot. Yes, I criticize my body a lot. Like whatever it is. Because the more we just like, okay, this is my shadow. This is my shortcomings. This is the things that I don't like about myself. And you know what? I have compassion for me. When we do this practice, this is what we call integrating the shadow. And that's what it wants. It wants you to integrate everything, to become a fulfilled, authentic human being with perfections and imperfections. And this full moon is cracking it open. Those fears of your shortcomings, fears that you're not good enough, fears that people may see that you have weaknesses. What we repress, the traumas that we have, the secrets that we have, the fears that we have. This full moon is like, I'm opening this Pandora's box, because living with this is poisoning us. This is a massive transformation, my beautiful, beautiful Virgo. Massive transformation. And like I mentioned, it has to do a lot with taking the duties that we came to do. And the duties are like, there's no saving you. Like, you can save yourself, but the best way to save yourself is by stepping into what needs to get done. And as we accept that, it's going to become easier. But this is a restraining thing. New restrictions may come here where it's like, okay, we're restraining that addiction. We're restraining that addiction to pornography, addiction to food, addiction to bad habits, addiction to vices. We're restraining all of that. We're restraining the immature mind. We now have to step into a more grown-up mind. The transformation is here, knocking on the door, Virgo. Don't ignore it, because the more you ignore it, the more intense it's going to be. And then most probably, if we keep ignoring it, something really intense is going to have to happen so that you wake up to it. And I don't want that to happen to you. So please drive carefully. Please be cautious, because you're a little bit accident prone here, where life is like really like, if you don't make the change, I'll make you do the change. We don't want that to happen. And this is why I'm here to tell you all of this, Virgo, okay? You can do it. You can make this happen. You're ready for it. If not, it wouldn't be knocking on your door. Let's see, what do we have here for our Virgos for this upcoming month? There could be also a completion in your intimacy. Your intimacy between somebody else is asking to go to a new level. Your sexuality is asking to go to a new level. The way you share resources with your partner is trying to go to a new level. Like, intimacy is becoming thicker. What do we have here for my beautiful Virgos? And if the intimacy can't get deeper, then it ends. That is what the house of intimacy is. Either we rebirth together to a deeper intimacy, or this dies. So, surrender to your full power. Exactly. This is what this full moon wants you to really step into your full power. No playing life small anymore. No doing the minimum anymore. No trying to be away from responsibility so that you have no burdens and life is easy. No. We take on the challenge, we take on the sacrifice, and we take and we claim our full power. Surrender to God. This is how it is. It's nothing against you, Virgo. This is just the laws of nature. This is your initiation into manhood. This is your initiation into womanhood. So surrender to it. It's not that, oh, but why did my life have to be so difficult? And why does everything have to be so, why can't I just have an easy life? No, baby. This is the perfect life tailored for your soul's growth. It's the ego that is frustrated. Now let's see, what else do we have? Surrender your ego. Oh my gosh, I was just saying ego. Holy Jesus guacamole. We have here, surrender your ego. You see? Staying in your ego and no, and in your selfishness is just going to work so much against you. Humble down. Humble down to what is. Humble down. Yes, I'm not perfect. Yes, these are the things I have to do. Yes, I surrender to what is. Yes, I accept it. And I want things to come to me, to come from the heart, to come from the true gratitude, from true service. This is purifying the narcissism, the selfishness, and the arrogance that keeps us little, that keeps us small. Oh my God, Virgo, I am so here for you. I highly suggest that you get a reading with me if you're going through it. Going through a massive transformation. This is my specialty. I like to help people really cross to the next place of their life where they can really be the best versions of themselves. So take advantage of my promo right now. Definitely book a session with me using the promo code in the description here below. You will be able to get a promo code that is going to give you a discounted one-on-one session with me. And also come and do the moon ritual with me in the exclusive members only. Go into it in the members only by becoming a member in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Virgo, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon. And for you, Libra, we have a full moon in the sector that is most important to you, which is your relationships and commitment sector. So, powerful things are happening according to your relationships. A cycle of your relationships has come to an end, has come to a closure. So what does the closure mean? Maybe for some of you guys, a relationship is ending if we cannot get to the next level. We're birthing a new relationship right now. This is the nakshatra of Bharani. And Bharani saying, we're going to go to a new level of life. We're going to give birth to a better and more solid relationship where we're evolving in our commitments. And it requires restriction and it requires uncomfortability, and there's going to be pressure. And those of you who will withstand the pressure and are able to allow themselves to have this transformation, congratulations, you will get to a whole new beautiful level of your relationships and commitments. And for those of you who just can't do it because it's too much, or because it's too toxic, because you're recognizing that it's just not the relationship for you, because you're recognizing that you guys don't have the same values, because you guys recognize that you can't keep evolving together, or there's not enough strength in your commitment, or you really don't want to be committed, then this is when it finally ends. The truth of your genuine feelings about your commitments is coming here. And it's going to wake you up. It's not just like, oh, everything chill and relax and we're going to keep... No. Life is like, okay, what is this relationship going? What do you want out of this relationship? Just chill vibe, have sex, and that's it? No. What are we building this for? To get married? To go somewhere? To develop a teammate relationship? To become parents? Evolution of a commitment. And even if it's a business partnership, evolution of this commitment. It is important. Nothing stays linear. Everything is asking for this evolution. So how you are in relationships, are you happy in this relationship? Maybe your partner is asking more from you. Maybe you are asking more from your partner. Something here is ready to go to a new level in commitments. So the time has come for opening ourselves up to the next level of ascending ourselves to a higher level of commitment, or chickening out and then leaving, or actually leaving the toxic relationship that you know is not going to build anything in the future for you. So let's see. Very powerful stuff, my beautiful Libra. What else do we have here for my beautiful Libras when it comes to this full moon in Aries? For Libra, full moon in Aries. And we have calling in your soulmate. For the people who are single, this is the moment where life is saying you can still call in your soulmate with your affirmations, visualizations, and prayers. With your current partner, what you perceive out of your partner is very, very important. And this could be something that is shifting. The perception of your partner is shifting, is evolving, is maturing. And we have to be responsible to not let this perception go into negativity, criticism, judgment, but to actually visualize that partner that we definitely want, that evolved best version of themselves and yourself in the relationship. So calling in together. These visions, these prayers are bringing the two of you together. Free yourself. This is for my people who are ready to free themselves from a toxic situation, or for those of you who don't want to evolve to the next level. You may have to free yourself. The time has come back to take control. Take control of your life. Take control of your relationship. You don't have to be a victim to it. And last but not least, attraction. So how do we attract a partner? How do we maintain attraction in our relationship? By living in the present and focusing on becoming the best version of ourselves. How can I be a better man for my woman? How could I be a better woman for my man? How can I be a better business partner for my business partner? focusing on always becoming better and better in our own selves by sacrifice, by work, by determination, by faith. This is how we become more attractive to our partner. So, a lot of powerful things, my beautiful Libra. These are some powerful changes at this time. And this is building the foundation for something really successful in your life, regardless of where you are. If there's a lot of confusion around your relationships at this time, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Using my promo and my promo code, you will be able to get a discounted one-on-one session with me, where you will be able to have a one-on-one with me at a discounted price. So check it out in the description here below, and also join us for the full moon ritual in the exclusive members as well in the description here below. Alrighty, Libra, those were your messages. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon. And for you, this full moon is happening in the sector of the 6th house. Very important sector. First and foremost, check out the beginning of the video to see how to utilize these readings in the correct way, so that you know how to use them. But first and foremost, we have here that the moon is going to be in the 6th house, which, number one, you may be a little bit more worrisome than usual. You might be in a little bit of worrisome energy, anxiety energy, restlessness energy, and stress. So we need to first and foremost be cautious with this, because if you become too worrisome, too stressed, and all that cortisol is shooting through your whole body, we may actually hurt our bodies. Okay? This is a time to conclude certain habits, especially with health, that you know are no longer helping you. This is the end of a bad health era. And it may mean that you have to restrain yourself from eating certain things, from having certain things. And now we're stepping into healthy vibe mode. More veggies, more vegetables, more fruits, a detox, a cleanse. This is the number one thing that I see, especially if my Scorpios have been going through some health concerns, health issues. This is a great time to do a detox. This is a great time to do a cleanse. This is a great time to be like, okay, enough is enough. I can't keep smoking, drinking, eating this, putting this in my body. Like, enough. And your body may be showing you like, no, I cannot allow you to keep doing this. No. So listen to your body and get ready, because the time has come to restrain yourself. Restrain yourself from what you know is not healthy. What you know is not good for your body. This is the perfect full moon to close that chapter and allow yourself to step into a better version of yourself that is healthier, that is more vibrant, that is full of vitality. And maybe some of my Scorpios could have been feeling some lack of vitality since the sun is in the 12th house. So you could have been feeling like you're getting sick easier. The change of weather is happening. So this is the time to really, really boost your vitality, take care of your body. And I'm not talking about once. I'm not talking about, okay, the one day in the full moon, I'm going to eat all the supplements and I'm going to do all the cleanses, and in one day I will get healthy. No. This is a whole month thing, at least. Minimum. A whole month thing to truly change a habit, to be in a healthier habit energy. This is also closing a cycle in your career, in your services that you pay. Closing maybe a cycle for some of you guys of a court case. Closing for some of you guys a cycle with an enemy. Closing with you a cycle with some miscellaneous thing that you have to do on a daily basis. But something in your lifestyle is changing. And even if you take action in changing this by giving yourself a nice morning routine, a nice night routine, maybe you're going to start going to bed earlier. Maybe you're going to become part of the club of 5 a.m. club. Maybe you're going to start juicing in the morning. Maybe you're going to start having your lemon water in the morning. Maybe doing a cleanse. All of these things will be wonderful for you. And if you want a cleanse, let me know. I'll let you know in the comments if you're interested in a cleanse. I can give you a really, really good cleanse that it can really help you in restoring your whole body. But yes, it's coming to an end, this cycles. And especially if there's some worrisome energy, it's because life is saying, hello, time to change this. Time to change this. So don't sit and dwell in the stress. Don't sit and dwell in the panic. Don't sit and dwell in the no. It's to take action. Okay? No more. I'm not eating any more of that. I'm taking care of my body. I'm taking care of my system. And restrain yourself from those toxic things that you know are not helping your body. So let's see. Let's look a little bit deeper. And if it's not you, it could also be your pet that is going through a little bit of health issues. So go to the doctor, get yourself checked. All of these things are wonderful to do during this full moon. Really take action of your health. What do we have here for my beautiful Scorpios for this upcoming full moon in Aries? For my beautiful Scorpios for this full moon in Aries. And we have clearing out the debts. There could be some debt here. Maybe there's a health debt. Maybe you know how genetically we adopt certain habits from our parents or genetics. It's like this is the karma that we're cleansing at this time, and so we're paying off the debts, clearing out a debt as well. Like if you pay finally a debt that you own during this full moon, it will be fantastic. So either emotional body debt or your money debt, and let go of guilt. So are we feeling ourselves with more guilt? It's like, oh, I said I was going to go to the gym, but now I didn't, and now we're guilty. Or I said I wasn't going to eat that chocolate, but I ate it, and now I feel guilty. Oh, I said that I wasn't going to drink anymore, but I drank, and now I feel guilty. We need to let go of this guilt. This is what's making you unhealthy. It's blocking your money, is blocking your health, and is blocking your ability to make more abundance in your life. So forgive yourself. And now let's really become strong in our decisions so that we don't feel guilty later. No more guilt, no more shame. And employment change. So yes, some of you guys are going to have a transformation in your work sector. There's going to be changes happening in your work sector. Accept them. Know that this is not something against you. This is something that is meant to happen. Be graceful with the changes that are currently happening, and you will see that at the end, it's what it was meant to be. Alrighty, my beautiful Scorpios, those were your messages for this upcoming full moon in Aries. If you, these are general messages, so I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Use the promo code in the description here below to get a discounted one-on-one session with me. Book it today, and also come and join us in doing the full moon ritual for this beautiful Aries new moon in the members only, in the exclusive members only in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Scorpios, those were your messages. I hope that they help. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Sagittariuses. Welcome, Saggy, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon. And for you, this full moon is happening in the sector of romance, creativity, children, passions, and all the hobbies that we have in our lives. This is a very personal house that has to do a lot with the individuality of who you are, Saggy. So a part of us is our self-expression. That is what makes us very unique, the self-expression, the creative intelligence, and our children and our romantic partners. All of this is very individually to us. And for you, this is coming to a conclusion. So some of us could be concluding a cycle in romantic partnerships, concluding a cycle of behaviors in romantic relationships. It depends on where you are. If you have been having a lot of unsuccessful relationships, this full moon is saying we need to change some habits and approach relationships totally different to have a different outcome. So we could be ending those habits. There could also be a romantic relationship that is not necessarily moving forward here, or a romantic relationship that is being asked to get to a new level of commitment with each other. And some of you guys will make it, and some other people may not make it. During this full moon, it's trying to complete this cycle, but we're going to a new level. We also have here a completion maybe of a creative project, a completion of also the way that we are raising our children. There could be like a cycle ending now, where now you have to raise them in a new way, in a more open way, maybe with more strictness and discipline. So it's opening us up to a new cycles of our parental energies. But more than anything here, life is saying that in order for you to really have that great romance or that great creative project, or to become an amazing athlete in the sports, or to become really good at the hobby that you do, or to have better children relationships, there needs to be restraint. We need to utilize the energy of this Bharani Nakshatra to make ourselves become better. Restraining our children doesn't mean that we don't love our children. It actually means that we love them. So putting certain restrictions in the parenting, putting certain restrictions in the romantic partnerships, so that you can actually get a fulfilling relationship that you desire. And for athletes, if you want to become a better athlete, there might be restrictions of food, restrictions of certain things, how much time you need to recuperate, how much time you need to for working out if you want to get to a certain level. And the same thing with your hobbies and your creative projects. We may have to do some sacrifices here that are actually going to give us the benefit that we want. So very, very powerful energies. Let's look a little bit deeper into these messages for my beautiful Saggies for this full moon in Aries. Okay, and what do we have for Saggy for this full moon in Aries? So, yes, children are a big factor right now. So my parents, this is a great time to change the dynamics here. Children are affecting your love life. Children are affecting your romantic life. Maybe some of you guys are ready to have children, and this is switching things up in your romantic life, but becoming more honest. And all of this is asking to let's let go of the immaturities, so that we can get to this level of being parents, or being the guides of children, or becoming, having good children in our lives. And we see this dog here for loyalty, like that we can raise ourselves to a new level, especially if you feel like your romantic relationships, there's been a lot of immaturities, a lot of immature energies. It's like this is a factor right now to mature into a better version of ourselves for romantic partners, and so that eventually we can also raise children that with that maturity. Okay, we also have here grounding yourself is going to be important. So there might be a lot of things that come up during this time. Let us not get too feisty, too angry, too worked up, because the emotions are going to be high. So grounding yourself will be something really good. Staying centered, staying grounded is what's going to help you to get your point across, and also an opportunity to forgive. So forgiving yourself, forgiving your partner, forgiving your children, being forgiving in the processes that we're learning, because we are all trying to get it right. We're all trying to do our best. So to also have this energy of forgiveness little by little to help us during this. And I just want to pull one more card here for romance. We need to really step into trust and faith. Trust and faith. And I'm not talking about blindness, but I'm talking about, like, if you're asking God, please show me the signs. Is this a good partner for me? That you accept the signs. If the signs are good or if the signs are bad, that you accept it as mercy and not like it's something against you. And to trust that if a relationship is really, if there's true love in it, then it will prevail. If there's a mustard seed of genuine, unconditional love, then it will prevail. If it's only lust, then it's going to have a little bit of a harder time. Alrighty, my beautiful Saggies, those were your messages for this upcoming full moon. I really hope that they help. I highly suggest that you get a personal consultation with me. Definitely use the description here below to find a promo code that will give you a discounted one-on-one session with me. And also come join us at the exclusive members, where we're going to be doing a full moon ritual for this powerful full moon. Alrighty, my Saggies, those were your messages. I hope that they help. And if you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon. And for you, your full moon is happening in a very important sector of your home life, your family life, your emotional stability, your emotional connection to your inner child. This is the part of you that brings happiness and joy because it gives that sense of belonging. It gives that sense of emotional contentment. And so the full moon here is closing a cycle in all matters of real estate, all matters of land, all matters of cars, all matters of conveniences. And there could be now a new cycle happening for your home life. So for example, if some of you guys have been wanting to take your, maybe some of you guys want to become mothers, or some of you guys want to renovate the house, or some of you guys want to, upgrade the family life, upgrade the home life, then this is the moon that is going to help you to step into that. However, it may take some restrictions here. So the way that we've been handling home life, it might have some changes. And it may feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, but is the restrictions that we must take so that we can go to a new level of our home life. If our home life is causing a lot of stress, do we have enough boundaries with our family members? Do we have enough boundaries with the ones that we love? And boundaries is not that you don't like them. No, boundaries is a healthy thing for relationships. So boundaries and codependencies, boundaries in any things that you're overextending yourself for someone or enabling someone. So transforming how it is that we nurture ourselves, how it is that we nurture our loved ones in the home. And this may require some restraints. And it's not that you're being a bad person, and it's not that you're being mean. It's just that we're changing the dynamics. And the new dynamics, in order to get to that level, may require some restrictions here. So this is a good time to also be very grateful for the family that you have. This is a good time to also close any pains around your inner child, to truly get to the bottom of some very tender wound that has always lived there from when you were a little kid. That little wound that keeps telling you you're not worth it enough, or you're not good enough, or whatever it is that restrains you and that makes you feel like you don't belong, that makes you abandon yourself. It's like this is a great time to just get to the bottom of what that is, unroot it from your past, and like step into healing yourself, like giving yourself that parental energy that your own inner child really needs at this time. So very, very powerful with ancestral karma. We can close some ancestral karma with this full moon for sure, especially if it deals with the mother lineage. And so very deep, very, very, very deep energy here. Let's look into your cards a little bit to try to understand a little bit more. What else do we have here for my beautiful Capricorns when it comes to this full moon in Aries? Very interesting. So surrender worry. What are we worrying about, Capricorn? Let's get to the bottom of that. What is it that keeps worrying you? Make it very clear. And after you find out, okay, this is what worries me, we're going to search in our past, in our childhood, what is triggering that? Where did that come from? And we may have to go back in meditation and hold that little child and tell them that it's okay. But there's some worrisome energy here, some anxiety here, and it's because it wants to be purified. It wants to be compassionately held. So don't abandon yourself because it's just going to exacerbate this worrisome energy. Try to really understand, what is this anxiety that I feel and where is it coming from? Because we're becoming more emotionally mature at this time. This is what this full moon wants you to step into, a more emotionally mature version of yourself. Okay? Breathe, a lot of pranayama, a lot of meditation to help you, because there is going to be some obsessive thinking. There's going to be triggers here. It's moving your waters of your past. And it may make you feel a little bit vulnerable, but what is the obsessive thinking? It's like, what are you obsessing about? What person are you obsessing about? What situation are you obsessing about? This dilemma, we have to give it to God and learn to trust that what is for you is for you. And to trust that if this person loves me, then they'll be here, truly. If this is really for me, then it will come for me. And to really step into this energy of Not feeling like you have to do it all alone. Your family can also be there to help you. And if you don't want to talk to your family, your material family, then talk to your divine family, Shri Radha Krishna, God, who's waiting for you to help you, the divine father of all the lifetimes. But this obsessive thinking, something is coming up. Something wants to be purified. The little child inside is disturbed, and we need to go and comfort it and understanding what is disturbing it. And surrender your fear of intimacy. Intimacy is being vulnerable. Like being a little vulnerable. This moon may make you feel like I'm vulnerable and I'm feeling needy. I want somebody to hold me. I want my mommy. And it's okay. It's okay to have these moments, to ask for this nurturing, to ask for this. You're strong for everybody all the time, Capricorn. You're like the boss, always holding it together for everybody. So this full moon may make you feel quite vulnerable, but the vulnerability is not to destroy you, it's to soften you. And it's to help you let intimacy come in, to help let others come and help you, let others come and hold you, let others come and show up for you. This is what is being healed, because maybe there's something in your little boy or little girl that was like, I can never count on anybody. I have to do it all by myself. I can never show weakness. I have to stay strong always. This could be the time that is kind of breaking that, so that we can allow ourselves to step into more compassion for ourselves and love and tenderness for ourselves. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorn, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. And remember, these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Use the promo code in the description here below to get a discounted one-on-one session with me. Book it today. And also, come and join us in the exclusive members to do a full moon ritual with all of us, and you can join in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorns, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much, and if you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon. And we have here the energies in the 3rd house. So Aquarius, for you, this full moon is an energy of a lot of thinking. You're going to be thinking a lot, thinking. I highly suggest for you to do lots of journaling. Journaling is going to be specifically good for you being able to transmute all these energies. Now, there's something in your mind, your mentality is ready to ascend to a more mature mind. It wants you to ascend to a more mature mind that is not afraid of sacrifice, that is not afraid to work hard, that is not afraid to ask for help, that is not afraid to step into carrying the cross that we all bear. And this is purifying any immature thinking, immature thoughts, and this is the conclusion to end all of that. Life is saying the time has come for you to look at things with an outlook of an adult and more mature to make the right decisions. And of course, if you really are a very, very mature person, then this is also trying to say a new level of surrendering, where now we're stepping into more deep surrendering, becoming wiser. The wise mind surrenders more and more and more to the divine. More and more to the divine. That is the wisest mind. So here we have a lot of energy that is trying to really mature the mentality, because maybe we have negative thoughts, maybe we have judgmental thoughts, maybe, what is our programming? And everybody has a programming, baby. Even if you try to deprogram yourself forever, everyone has a programming. And this is a good thing, because yes, we are meant to have principles and morals that everybody should live by. Everybody should have a philosophy in life that they live by in order to live a complete life. If not, we're just like animals, living like an animal. And we are not animals. We are different from animals. We are human beings with higher consciousness and therefore more responsibility. So utilizing our minds in the correct ways is very, very important. So this is a great time for journaling, great time for affirmations, great time to have a change of mind, a change of perception, a more mature outlook on life, on yourself. And it's also a time to maybe conclude some startup, something you begin, something you've been putting a lot of effort in. You may be seeing the results of your efforts at this time. This is a time where it's also telling you to be more courageous, to step into this new version of yourself that is more mature, to have that courage to step into that. And also siblings. There could be like some conclusion to some sibling fighting or some issue here, or maybe a sibling situation comes up to the surface. But this is a great time to kind of close those immature cycles, close those lower ways of thinking, and to really rise yourself to a higher way of thinking, higher thoughts, positive thoughts, abundant thoughts, and to release these lower, shameful, negative tendencies that are keeping us small and are not allowing for us to truly step into our most highest version of ourselves. Let's look a little bit deeper here. What else do we have for Aquarius for this upcoming full moon in Aries? And remember that you start becoming the master of your own thoughts, that you're not believing everything that your mind says you are, that you become the master of your mind. Especially if you've been feeling anxious, restless, doubtful. This is showing weaknesses in the mind. So how can we make it stronger? I highly suggest reading the Bhagavad Gita as well for you. Bhagavad Gita as it is. That is the best version and the most bona fide version. And that could really help you in strengthening the mind to a higher level of spirituality and a higher level of maturity. A blessing in disguise. So right now, we could be seeing a situation as something negative, as like, oh my gosh, no, or resisting it, or criticizing it, or hating it. But life here is saying this is actually a blessing in disguise. You just have to see it from a different point. You just have to change your outlook. You just have to change your perception. Don't stay stuck in a stubborn perception. Be flexible of mind, because that's going to help you in the evolution. But there's something here that you may see it as something terrible, but it's actually a blessing in disguise if we surrender to it. Family. What is the best thing you can do for your family? Your mind is saying, we are ready to create this family. We are ready to forgive our family. Like, we need to mature out of our wounds. Mature into also becoming adults that have their own families. And to be that example so that the children can learn from a more mature mind. But family is a big factor, my beautiful Aquarius. Don't ignore this. Don't detach yourself from this. Don't avoid this. It's not going to go away. What you resist persists. So get close to family. Forgive your parents. Step into this adultness of like, okay, I'm going to make my own family. Family is what I'm here to do. To provide, to love, to serve our families. And this is what truly gives happiness. Not a successful career. No. What gives true happiness is where we belong. Where we truly belong. And last but not least, relationships. Oh, yes. Thinking a lot about relationship. So relationship, family could really be pushing you to change some perspectives at this time. And you may be upset about it, but it's actually a blessing in disguise, Aquarius. You're ready for this. If you weren't ready, this wouldn't be knocking on your door. You got this, baby. You got this. Don't underestimate the power of your courage. You are so capable. You can so do this. Alrighty, my beautiful Aquarius, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Book a one-on-one with me using the promo code for a discounted session. Also, remember that we're going to be doing a full moon ritual in the exclusive members. So join us become an exclusive member today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Aquariuses, those were your messages. I hope that they help. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your horoscope for this powerful full moon. And for you, this full moon is happening in the second house of money, abundance, and prosperity, values, and family values. So this is completing a cycle in your financial situation. So my beautiful Pisces, if you've been feeling like, oh my God, this it's been rough, it's been tough with finances, then use this cycle to just close it and let this new cycle be more abundant. If there's been a lot of insecurities that have come up for you, where maybe you're like, oh my gosh, because Saturn is in your sign, so it's been tough. It's been like a big grown up thing for you, where it's like time has come to really step into a new version of yourself. And there could have been a lot of insecurities coming up at this time. It's okay. We all have insecurities, but this is a time to kind of close those insecurities. Look them at the eye and say, okay, yes, I'm insecure about that. And as we accept it, it doesn't have that much power over us anymore. So there's a closure of low self-esteem, a closure of lack of money, a closure of lack mentality, a closure of lack of values. If we have not been living by our values, and that has been causing mayhem and disruptions in our lives, this is a time to come back to our values and live by them. This is a time to renovate our new financial situation. And of course, it may take work, okay? We're in the Bharani Nakshatra here that it's saying, okay, you're going to give birth to this new financial life. Then guess what? It's going to be painful. We're going to have to restrict ourselves. We're going to have to make some changes. It's going to be uncomfortable. But once you give birth to this new one, it's going to be a new life. So for some of us, okay, if you want to see more money, maybe some of us are going to have to get out of our comfort zones and learn how new ways of making money, getting that job that maybe we're resisting getting, going and just humbling down to what needs to get done. Because the thing is not going to go away. So especially when it comes to finances, if you're not happy with your finances, what do you have to do to change them? Do you have to stop buying things that you no longer need? Do you have to stop buying things that are more vices and that are not really helping you, that are just spendful and wasteful, that don't actually bring you goodness and health in your life? What food are you eating? How are you consuming? What is your consuming habits? Is your consuming habits favoring this new life that you want to birth with new money, more abundance? Or is it not sustainable? What do we need to do to change it? Have restrictive ways of managing our money, stop buying certain things, and start making more money. These are all sacrifices that we may have to do to create more abundance in our lives. So this is the time that life is saying no more consumption in the way that you've been consuming. And it could also be just social media. Like, are you consuming so much scrolling time right before going to bed that you can't sleep right, that it messes your sleep cycles, you're waking up lethargically, there's more depression, there's more sadness? Maybe we need to restrict the social media intake. We need to restrict how much you're consuming things. What consumption are you taking? And becoming more clear of what we want to really consume. Consume things that are going to boost your value, that are in alignment with your values, that are in strengthening your values. This is also a time to maybe close down any insecurities, as I was mentioning, and really focusing on self-esteem. So if you feel like your self-esteem is really low, please do some work on your self-esteem. Let it end here. There's so many resources, or even if you need therapy, or if you need coaching, or if you want to have a reading with me. But it is very, very important that we start tackling down this insecurity thing so that we can feel more confident in our lives. Very powerful energies for you here. Let's look a little bit deeper into your messages for this upcoming. Some of you guys may finally, some of you guys also topped the amount of money in investments too. So it could also be a good time for you guys to close that bag. Let's see, what else do we have here for my beautiful Pisces for this upcoming full moon in Aries. What do we have for Pisces for this full moon in Aries? Pisces full moon in Aries, and we have obstacles and blocks are now being lifted. So what has been blocking you from having more confidence? What has been blocking you from having more money? What has been blocking you from getting more abundance in your life is now being lifted. Archangel Michael here is here to protect you. So let it end here with this full moon so that we can step into something even better. Let go of guilt. What is this guilty, shameful thing that is like, I can't receive? What do you feel guilty about? Maybe you've been taking too much and not giving enough. That makes you feel guilty. Or you've been giving too much and not taking enough. Does that make you feel guilty? Like, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. When I talk about like, okay, let's look at ourselves deeply. Like, okay, I've been making mistakes. Okay, I shouldn't have been buying those things. Okay, I have not been responsible with my money. You don't have to feel insanely guilty to make changes. Guilt is not going to help you. What is going to help you is like, okay, I'm going to be proactive about this. And okay, I did that. Okay, I spent my money that way. I consumed in that way. But now I'm going to make new choices. And that person that was consuming like that, I don't have to shame it. We just are redirecting ourselves. But we need to let go of the guilt and the shame. And employment change. Yes. Something here is going to change around employment. So embrace the changes. Like, if you have not been working for a long time, maybe the change is that you go and get a job. Or if you've been working a lot in a job that you don't like, maybe it's getting a new job. So change in the work sector is really, really good. So embrace it. Go for it. Especially if, for example, you've been wanting to maybe start a new career or start a new venture. These changes are good. Follow these changes. Okay? Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages for this upcoming full moon. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message with me, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo. Use the promo code in the description here below to get a discounted one-on-one session with me. And please also join us in the exclusive members today to do a full moon ritual for this powerful full moon to harness all its energy. And you can become an exclusive member in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And thank you so much to all my brothers and my sisters for being here for this powerful horoscope for this full moon of November 2025. I'm sending everybody so much love and light. Love you guys so, so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hypes. And thank you for the comments that you leave here. I love to read every single one of your comments. Sending everybody so much love and light. And I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Hari Bol and Hari Krishna.